Greetings, fellow time travelers. Welcome back to Secrets of the Ancients, where we uncover the hidden mysteries of lost civilizations and dive deep into the secrets that shaped our world. I'm your archaeological guide, ready to take you on another mind-bending journey through the corridors of time. What if I told you that scattered across our planet lie artifacts so mysterious, so out of place, that they could rewrite everything we thought we knew about ancient history? Today's discoveries will challenge the very foundations of our understanding of the past. From eerie stone carvings that predate known civilizations to elephant engravings hidden in European forests, we're about to unveil secrets that have been buried for millennia. Before we begin this extraordinary archaeological adventure, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Trust me, you don't want to miss the ancient mysteries we're about to reveal. Now let's embark on this slow journey into the past, where every artifact tells a story that defies explanation. Picture this scene with me, in the heart of England where rolling hills stretch beneath ancient skies. Archaeologists made a discovery in the summer of 2022 that sent shockwaves through the archaeological community. Hidden beneath Nesscliffe Hill near Shrewsbury lay carvings that shouldn't exist according to conventional history. But here's what will blow your mind. These aren't just any ordinary stone carvings. Etched into the bedrock are mysterious figures with what appear to be horns rising from their heads like sacred crowns. The puzzling question that's baffling experts is this: these carvings are far older than the Iron Age hill fort that once stood above them, possibly dating back to the Bronze Age, over 3,000 years ago. Now here's where this mystery gets absolutely incredible. The horned motif connects intriguingly with the Celtic tribe known as the Cornovi, whose name literally means the horned ones. Could these ancient carvings be their earliest signature? Were these mysterious figures gods, spirits, or ancestral guardians meant to protect this sacred land? What we're witnessing here, fellow explorers, is evidence of a sophisticated symbolic language that predates our written records. Imagine the hands of those ancient artists, working with primitive tools yet creating images so powerful they've survived for millennia. This discovery forces us to reconsider everything we know about Bronze Age Britain. Fellow mystery hunters, prepare to have your minds completely blown. Deep within the shadows of Fontainebleau Forest in France, hidden in narrow caves and carved into remote boulders, archaeologists have uncovered something that shouldn't exist: detailed engravings of elephants. But wait, here's the mystery that's left researchers scratching their heads. Elephants haven't roamed France for tens of thousands of years, long before these carvings were made. So, how did ancient artists know exactly what elephants looked like? How did they capture the distinctive trunks, the massive ears, the mighty tusks with such accuracy? The plot thickens when you realize these aren't casual doodles. These are skilled artistic representations carved by people who clearly understood not only the anatomy of elephants but also their symbolic power. Some carvings are hidden in spaces so narrow that reaching them requires crawling through tight passages. Why would ancient artists hide such magnificent work in places where few could ever see it? Recent archaeological analysis suggests three mind-bending possibilities. Either these artists had access to ancient collective memories passed down through countless generations, they encountered exotic animals brought by early traders, or they discovered fossilized remains that inspired their incredible artwork. Each theory opens doorways to lost chapters of European prehistory. Now, fellow time detectives, let's travel to one of archaeology's most heartbreaking mysteries: the lost colors of the Terracotta army. Over 8,000 life-sized warriors, 670 horses, and 130 chariots stood guard over China's first emperor, Qin Shi Huang, over 2,000 years ago. But here's the tragedy that will amaze and sadden you. When these incredible figures were first unearthed in 1974, they were painted in brilliant, vibrant colors, reds, blues, greens, yellows that made them look almost alive. However, the moment these ancient guardians met the open air, Their colors began to vanish like ghosts fading at dawn. Scientists discovered that the pigments were mixed with an incredibly delicate lacquer base that reacted to light, humidity, and temperature changes. Within hours of excavation, centuries of artistic brilliance simply flaked away, leaving only pale earthen clay behind. Imagine the frustration of archaeologists watching 2,000-year-old masterpieces lose their vibrancy before their very eyes. This vanishing act teaches us a profound lesson about the fragility of history itself. Each statue was unique, different facial expressions, hairstyles, armor, reflecting the diversity of the ancient Chinese army. The emperor's quest for immortality created an army that would guard him in the afterlife, but time proved that even the mightiest empires cannot escape the gentle erosion of ages. Deep in the quiet hills of Switzerland's Valtellina region stands a fortress that seems to grow from the living rock itself, the cave fortress of Croppenstein. At first glance it appears to be a natural rock formation, but recent archaeological investigations have revealed something far more extraordinary. Here's what makes this discovery absolutely incredible. Dendrochronological analysis, that's the study of tree rings from timber used in construction, dates this fortress to around the year 1312. This makes Croppenstein one of the earliest cave castles in Switzerland, where medieval engineers masterfully blended human ingenuity with natural landscape. Picture this remarkable engineering feat: carved chambers, stone walls, and timber frames all integrated seamlessly into the rocky cliff face. This natural camouflage made the fortress nearly invisible to enemies while providing perfect strategic control over the valley below. Medieval families lived here, defended trade routes, and adapted to one of the harshest mountain environments in Europe. The genius of Croppenstein lies in its fusion of natural protection and human innovation. The cave provided shelter from brutal alpine weather, required fewer building materials than traditional castles, and offered defensive advantages that would make modern military strategists envious. Recent excavations continue to reveal artifacts that paint a vivid picture of daily life in this remarkable mountain stronghold. Fellow explorers, let me transport you to the rolling hills of Italy's Abruzzo region, where one of archaeology's most mysterious guardians stands eternal watch, the warrior of Capistrano. Discovered in 1934 during simple road construction, this limestone sentinel has been keeping his secrets for nearly 3,000 years. Standing over 2 meters tall and carved from a single block of limestone, this warrior possesses a commanding yet serene presence. His deep, contemplative eyes seem to hold the wisdom of ages, while his sharp features embody a strength that transcends millennia. Upon his head rests an ornate helmet adorned with horns, symbols that might represent divine power, protection, or connection to the spiritual world. But here's the mystery that's captivating researchers. At the base of this magnificent statue lies what may be one of history's earliest artist signatures. An inscription carved in ancient script appears to be a dedication by the sculptor Aninus, honoring his subject Nevio Pompeo. If this interpretation is correct, we're looking at one of humanity's first recorded acts of artistic pride and craftsmanship. The warrior was created by the ancient Piceni people over 2,600 years ago, long before Rome's mighty legions would dominate Italy. Traces of red paint still cling to the stone, hinting at a time when this guardian blazed with vibrant color, watching over sacred grounds or noble tombs with eyes that once burned like fire. Now, fellow time travelers, let's journey to the tranquil wetlands of Slovenia, where one of humanity's most revolutionary inventions lay hidden for over 7,000 years, the Ljubljana Marshes wheel. This isn't just any wheel, ancient seekers. This is one of the oldest wheels ever discovered, predating the Great Pyramid of Giza by thousands of years. Picture the moment of discovery. Archaeologists carefully brushing away layers of oxygen-poor mud that had preserved this ashwood marvel since before civilization as we know it began. Crafted with an oak axle and designed with remarkable skill, this wheel represents a breakthrough that would reshape human history forever. Here's what makes this discovery absolutely revolutionary. While many believed the wheel was first invented in Mesopotamia, this ancient European wheel proves that wheel technology may have developed independently in multiple locations. We're looking at evidence that challenges our fundamental understanding of technological evolution. But the story gets even more incredible. This wheel was part of a two-wheeled pushcart, one of humanity's earliest known vehicles. Imagine the impact. Suddenly, early humans could transport heavier loads, travel greater distances, and connect with communities beyond their immediate surroundings. One simple invention opened pathways that would eventually lead to chariots, carriages, and every wheeled vehicle that followed. Fellow mystery hunters, prepare for one of archaeology's most haunting discoveries. Deep within the sun-baked expanses of the Judean Desert, inside a cave called Nahal Hammar, researchers uncovered something that defies easy explanation. A human skull carefully coated in natural asphalt and woven with intricate threads of the same material. This isn't just any burial practice, ancient seekers. 9,000 years ago, the Natufian people developed one of humanity's earliest forms of ancestor worship. They took human skulls and meticulously covered them with asphalt, creating protective layers that preserved the bone beneath, while forming beautiful, net-like patterns across the surface. But here's the mystery that's fascinating researchers. Why go to such extraordinary lengths to preserve these skulls? The Natufians were among the first people to transition from nomadic hunting to settled communities, and this ritual suggests a profound spiritual connection to their ancestors. These weren't merely relics. They were sacred objects, bridges between the world of the living and the realm of the dead. The use of natural asphalt served both practical and spiritual purposes. This sticky substance, oozing from the earth itself, protected the fragile skulls from harsh desert conditions while creating objects of incredible beauty. Each coated skull represents hours of careful, reverent work, a testament to the deep human need to remember, honor, and maintain connection with those who came before. Ancient mystery hunters, our final discovery takes us to one of archaeology's most unsettling enigmas, the flesh-eating tombs of Asos in ancient Turkey. These stone sarcophagi possess a power so mysterious that it has baffled scientists for decades. Here's the phenomenon that's left researchers speechless. While normally a body buried in soil might take decades or centuries to decompose fully, the tombs of Asos consume human remains in fewer than 50 days. The Greeks called these sarcophagi sarcophagos, literally meaning flesh-eater, and the name couldn't be more appropriate. Scientists have proposed several theories to explain this rapid decomposition. Some suggest the stone contains unusually high amounts of aluminum or other minerals that chemically accelerate the breakdown of organic matter. Others propose that unique bacteria or microbes thriving in the tomb environment might be responsible for this phenomenon. But here's what makes this mystery even more intriguing. The ancient Greeks didn't view this rapid decay as destruction, but as transformation, a sacred release of the spirit from its earthly vessel. Perhaps they understood something about death and renewal that we're only beginning to appreciate. Despite decades of research and countless theories, the true cause of the flesh-eating tombs remains one of archaeology's greatest unsolved mysteries. These silent stone guardians continue to baffle experts while holding their secrets close, reminding us that even in our age of advanced science, the ancient world still has the power to surprise and mystify us. Fellow time travelers, as our archaeological journey draws to a close, let's reflect on the incredible mysteries we've uncovered together, from horned guardians in English hills to elephant carvings in French forests, from vanishing colors in China to flesh-eating tombs in Turkey. Each discovery challenges our understanding of the ancient world. These artifacts remind us that history is not a closed book, but a living mystery that continues to unfold. Every excavation, every analysis, every new discovery has the potential to rewrite everything we thought we knew about our ancestors' capabilities, beliefs, and connections. What amazes me most about these findings is how they demonstrate the incredible ingenuity, artistry, and spiritual depth of ancient civilizations. Our ancestors were not primitive people stumbling through darkness. They were sophisticated thinkers, skilled craftsmen, and deeply spiritual beings who left us messages carved in stone, preserved in mud, and hidden in the most unexpected places. So I ask you, fellow explorers, which of these discoveries fascinated you most? Do you think the elephant carvings represent ancient trade connections, or something even more mysterious? What other archaeological puzzles would you like us to investigate together? Share your theories in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more incredible journeys through the corridors of time. Next week, we'll be traveling to the mysterious stone circles of the British Isles, where new discoveries are revealing secrets about astronomical knowledge that predates Stonehenge by thousands of years. Until then, keep exploring, keep questioning, and remember, the greatest mysteries of the past are still waiting to be discovered. This has been your archaeological guide, and thank you for joining me on another